In this video, I'm going to show you how I grew to 10,000 followers on LinkedIn and how you can do the same, all without any ads or complicated funnels. Pretty straightforward stuff, but it does require you to get your hands dirty, and there are a few key things that you have to go through if you want to achieve the same goal. I'm going to keep this video short and sweet, so without further ado, let's get into it. Firstly, content. But most people just jump into posting content willy-nilly. They don't have a plan, there's no intention, there's no strategy. So what I did was drill down into my objectives before anything else. What was I trying to achieve? Well, I wanted two things: audience growth and client. Audience growth through new followers and engagement, and clients through content that converts into calls for me. So after looking at my niche and their pain points, their desires, their challenges, that kind of thing, I zoomed into what I thought would be really interesting content for my audience, the problems they were having, useful tips, mindset shifts, that kind of thing. Then I worked out the different ways to bring those concepts to life. Resources and tools, quick wins, expertise, my journey, positives, negatives, personal life, opinions, you know what I mean. All of these things take people down the know, like, trust journey and help with that audience growth, engagement, and of course, conversion. But talking a bit more about those objectives, the same content that grows your audience, that grows your page, probably won't be the same content that converts people into clients. So I position really wide topics like time, productivity, sales, and marketing to earn new followers. Then I use niche specific topics, LinkedIn sales, productivity for coaches, how to sell as a freelancer, etc. for engagement. Then I use unique methods and stories, client transformation, my processes, my frameworks to convert people into clients. Knowing the difference between these objectives is absolutely crucial, and you need to work out what those objectives are first and then position your content around them rather than the other way around. After I had this, I looked at how best to deliver the content. What formats are going to work best for these topics and these objectives? Some people only use text posts, some people only use video, some people only use carousels. I recommend a mixture. So for top level topics, I record a quick face to cam video, really quickly edited with subtitles. For quick turnaround pieces with a bit more detail, I'd just use tweet carousel. And if I had a really important topic that needed even more detail, I'd use a well-designed carousel with imagery to capture people's attention. Then I'd sprinkle in some single images, photos, diagrams, etc. just to fill in the gap. The LinkedIn algorithm changes all the time, so it's important to not tie yourself to one thing. Use creativity and inject different formats into the mix. Another key thing to remember here is to play to your strengths. If you're rubbish at video or you can't design, don't do it. Practice in the background for a bit, because you want your content to be three things: easy to make, fun to make, and easy to digest for the reader or the viewer. You don't need to get complicated. Once I gained a bit of traction, there was one more thing that I chose to do to pick up more followers. Firstly, I reached out to other players in my space who already had my target audience, and I asked them to either go live together or to work on a collab post. And if your content is good enough, these creators will say yes. But I built relationships with them first. I didn't just pitch them for a collab. As with any DMs or approaches on LinkedIn, treat it for what it is: a conversation with another human being. But going live and collabing with these people allows you to leverage their audience. Their followers will find out who you are, and if your content and your profile are both impressive enough, their followers will follow you. The second thing I focused on: comments. You probably hear people talk about engagement a lot, and if you're trying to grow organically on LinkedIn, it's absolutely essential that you go out there and network with people, talk to them. And there are two types of engagement: outbound and inbound. Outbound engagement is when you leave your thoughts, your opinions, and comments on other people's content, and inbound engagement is where you respond to comments on your own post. For outbound engagement, I built a list of people to engage with regularly, and I split this list into 4 groups: big accounts in my space who had the audience I wanted, competitor and mutual accounts of a similar size to me, potential clients or people I thought I could help, and fans, people I couldn't sell to but who kept coming back and commenting on my content. And still to this day, I go and engage with a handful of each. This made sure that I was attracting the right audience when I commented on the big and the mutual accounts. It ensured potential clients knew I existed, and it made my fans come back and keep commenting on my content, so LinkedIn will pick it up and push it out further. So list out a few of each and get to work. Now for inbound engagement, pretty simple. I responded to every goddamn comment I received. On every post, every single one, I'd either thank them or I'd ask them more about what they just written. Super easy, but it takes time. Engagement is a necessary evil, but if you're in the early stages of building your business or your personal brand on LinkedIn, it is essential. Number 3, conversations. I started conversations with everyone. Someone liked my post, I DM'd them. Someone followed me, I DM'd them. Inbound connection request, DM'd them. Like someone's work, DM'd them. If I thought they needed help, I would DM them. I DM'd every single person I could at the start, but the thing I didn't do was pitch them, ever. I just started conversation without any agenda, because we've all been there. You get a DM from someone you don't know and boom! You get hit with a cold pitch. So I just got to know people. I had a laugh. And this, in turn, led to various opportunities. Collabs, features, podcast interviews. I even ended up finding some of my suppliers who I work with now through conversations that I started. Because if you jump into conversation with people with no hidden agenda and no real expectation, it's much more natural. You wouldn't just walk up to randomers at a networking event or a night out and just start pitching. So don't do it online. Take the time to get to know people. And lastly, and now we come to the last part, connections. LinkedIn is completely different to other social platforms because it allows you to choose part of your audience. Once you connect with someone, they automatically follow you. So you should look to send connection requests to 20 people a day, but only connect with people in your space or who look like your ideal client. If 50% of them accept, that's 50 new followers in your target market every working week. Keep it up for a year and that's 2,600 new followers. But I hear lots of people saying they don't send out connection requests. You're on LinkedIn to network about business. That's literally what it's for. And the connection request is where the networking starts. So start connecting. Spend 15 minutes a day sending 20 connection requests and build that target audience. And that, guys, is how I grew to 10,000 followers on LinkedIn, and how you can too. The main thing being though, I did all this consistent. I did it for 6 months, and it's not for everyone. But if I can do it, then you can too. It's pretty simple, but it takes time. Now, if you're building a business and want some help, consider booking a call with myself or one of my team. We help coaches, freelancers, agency owners, and small business owners as a whole to win more clients using organic content on LinkedIn. You can check out more info under this video, and if it looks like a good fit, let's chat. However, if you want to stay on YouTube and learn more about some of the deeper strategies that we help our clients with in terms of client acquisition, you can watch this video here where we go in deep. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in this one next.